Maybe one more pass. Good, and then if you can, come to your knees. Woo! Shake it out a little bit. Okay, so just come up to kneeling, kind of shake it out. Let's do a couple side stretches here. So we're just gonna side stretch it over, go the other way. Maybe stretch up towards the ceiling, kind of lengthen those tummy muscles a little bit. We're gonna go through it one more time. You feel it in the legs a little bit too, right? Kind of everywhere. So do the best you can. One more time. Get up into that crouched position. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Forwards and backwards, try to move big. Big steps, big arms. Keep it moving, come on, move big. Big steps, big arms. Big steps, big arms, feel the burn. Good, one more time. And backwards. Woo! All right, take a break. If you're okay on the floor, okay, if you're okay on the floor, let's do a couple of hands and knees, cat and cow pose like this. Okay, so you're gonna kind of drop down and round up a couple times. Just to kind of stretch out your tummy, stretch out your back a little bit. Okay, keep breathing. Number one thing is don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. Just nice and slow and controlled breathing. When you feel ready, come back up to standing, but take your time. Use a chair if you need to. When you come up to standing, I want you to grab some water and walk it out. Nice job, team. Keep moving. Okay, so keep moving, especially when you're making those transitions from floor to stand. Really important to just move slowly. It's not a race. Keep moving your body, keep walking it out. All right, we're doing awesome. We're getting really close. Really close. We're gonna go back to our high intensity cardio interval with our boxing sequence, with the traveling steps, okay? So if you weren't with me for this one, we're gonna start to the back of our space. In our power stance, we're gonna do jab, cross, you're gonna step your back foot forward, jab, cross, step your back foot forward, jab, cross, back foot forward, and then you're gonna go backwards, right? Okay? So all the time doing that. So minute and a half, move to the back of your space, right foot forward, left foot back, show me a couple weight shifts, front to back, kind of get into your legs a little bit, chest is up, tummy is tight, you're gonna bring your arms up, 4 jabs, so just alternating jabs, 3, 2, 1, here we go, jab, cross, step, again, jab, cross, step it up, again, stay low, jab, cross, step, again, jab, cross, now move it back, you got it, jab, cross, step it back, again, jab, cross, step back, again, jab, cross, step back, again, jab, cross, step forward, again, jab, cross, step, You got it. We're going to go down to the floor next. Not for a bear crawl though, okay? Not for a bear crawl. We're going to focus in on some rotation and a little bit of stretching through the chest and the upper trunk, okay? So we're going to do some laying on our side rotation. So it's going to be more focused on that flexibility and range of motion than it is on amplitude or I shouldn't say amplitude, but more than intensity, okay? Yep, so that's good actually. Let's do that. Couple just turning to the side, just kind of warming up the torso a little bit. Look where you're turning, looking over the shoulders. So I don't want you to be up super high when we go down to the floor because we want to just cool down just a little bit, okay? Not necessarily cool down, but just come down from that high intensity interval. So just doing some dynamic stretching and movements here, okay? If you have a mat, go ahead and grab it. We're gonna go down and we're gonna lay let's say lay on the right side. So you're gonna lay on your right side, legs together, hips and knees bent. If you don't have a mat, that's fine, it doesn't matter. Just lay on the floor, okay? So we're gonna lay on the right side. Pretty sure you've done this before. So everything is stacked. So hips are stacked, knees are stacked, feet are stacked. You're gonna kind of bring your arms out at shoulder height, one hand on top of the other. Yep. Everything on the bottom is gonna stay connected to the floor. Your top arm, you're gonna drag across your body and drop it behind you as far as you can. Kind of opening up like a book. And guess what? You gotta look at that arm. Okay, you want to try to bring your left shoulder blade down to the mat. Okay, then close the book. Close the book. You got to turn your head though, okay? Do it again. So you're going to pull that arm across, open it up, try to bring your left shoulder blade to the mat, look at your left hand, and close it. Okay, so you're trying to open and rotate your spine. Open it up, try to bring your shoulder blades down to the mat or the floor, close it. So you're trying to get that top shoulder down to the floor. Yeah, there you go. So if you can't quite grit it to the floor, that's fine, and then close it. Avoiding pain or discomfort. Open like a book. Look at your hand, look at that top hand, and close it. Should feel pretty good. You might feel a stretch through like your tummy muscles, your obliques, your spine, your chest. Okay? Good. One more time. And then close. Okay, I want you to either roll to the other side or come to sitting and then come down to the other side. So it just depends on if you need to keep looking this way or if you can turn your body. So same thing, now you're on your left side. Knees are stacked, hips are stacked, ankles are stacked, palms are together. You're gonna open that right arm up, drop it behind you, and close. So you're kind of, and doing a little bit of upper trunk rotation, trying to get that right shoulder blade down to the floor, and close. This is one of my favorite stretches for rotation. It also kind of shows you, like if you're more limited on one side, you can usually sort of tell, right? Like, whoa, I can't even open up my chest that far on the first side or whatever it is. So just something to be mindful of. It's a good posture stretch too. So if you feel like you're kind of rounded forward or you've done a lot of sitting or maybe looking at the computer, it's a good one to kind of open up the chest. So a couple more times on this side, nice and easy, just focusing on that nice trunk rotation. Opening up the chest. Good, maybe do 2 more times on this side, taking a little bit of extra time just to kind of get that right there. I'm watching you now, so don't worry about what I'm doing. There you go, good. Beautiful. One more time. Very nice. All right, so when you're ready, you're gonna go ahead and come back up to standing. Take your time. Great job. You probably feel like taking a nap, but we're not done yet. Yes. Come all the way back up. Grab some water. All right, we're gonna do one more cardio interval. So we're gonna start sidestepping, two to each side, okay? Sidestepping. So bringing that heart rate back up. So there is a lot of ups and downs, right? We're kind of going, especially as we get down to the floor a little bit more, we're bringing that intensity up, and then we're bringing it down, and then we're bringing it up. But we're working the whole time, okay? So keep moving big steps, taking it back to amplitude. Stepping as big as you can. Good, you got it. You can do it. So this interval was when we either did sidestepping or shuffling and jumping jacks, okay? So we're gonna do a few more side to sides here, and then we're gonna start adding either regular jacks or modified jacks, okay? So let's do two more. Last one, good. So you're gonna sidestep, jack or modified jack, 2 times. Sidestep, jack it out. Good. Sidestep, jack it out. Hook. Sidestep, make it big. Jack it up. Good. You're moving at your own pace. So if you're a little bit slower, if you're a little bit faster, as long as you're in control of your body, do what works for you. Remember, you can do those modified jacks where you're stepping out. Good, that's a choice. Do what works for you. Let's go. This is your last cardio interval. Make it count. Good. Jack. You got it. Sidestep. Jack. 15 seconds. Come on. Sidestep. Jack. Let's go. Sidestep. Jack. Take it back. Sidestep. Jack. You got it. Sidestep. Jack. One more. Sidestep. Jack. Walk or jog it out. Walk or jog. All right, couple moving backwards. Let's take it to that monster walk, forwards and backwards. So wide base of support. Sit into those legs a little bit, forwards and backwards. Good, big steps. Take it back. Good, big steps. So you're in control, especially those backward steps. So the key, like we talked about before, is you're hinging forward a little bit at your hips, right? So you're not having your shoulders back like this so that you're gonna fall or lose your balance backwards. You're very much in control. Big steps, couple more times. You got it. 4 more times. Good. 3 more times. Our next functional interval, strength, we're gonna combine a little bit of abdominal strengthening with rolling, okay? So grab your mat or your spot on the floor, and we're going down to our backs, okay? This is our last strength and function interval. I know you're happy. We're gonna go down to the floor on your backs, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. Onto your back. You are going to have your feet on the floor. We're gonna climb the rope today, okay? We're gonna climb the rope. So as you're laying on the floor, you're going to imagine that there's this magical rope that drops down from the ceiling, and it's gonna come right between your knees. And the only way to finish this class is if you climb the rope. Like this. You're gonna climb the rope, climb the rope, climb the, where do I get this from, right? That's what we're gonna do. Ready? Some of you guys are already doing it. All right, here we go. Climb the rope. Let's go. So you're gonna reach and pull, reach and pull, reach up. This is oblique. in, sweep your arms up. Breathe out, arms down. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Take your left arm. Listen up. Take your left arm down at your side. Yep. Punch it across your body. Across your body. Roll to the right. Good. Come back to center. Take your right arm. Punch it across your body. Roll to the left. Come back to your back. One more time. Left arm. Cross it across your body. Roll to the right. Big punch. Come back to your back. Good. Take your right arm. Punch it across your body. Good. Come back to your back. If it's comfortable for you, straighten out your legs. Take your arms up over your head and do a full body stretch. So I want you to try to get as tall as you can on the floor. So straighten those legs all the way out. Reach through your fingertips. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. In and out. If you need to bend your legs up to have support for your back, you totally can do that. So if it's really uncomfortable for you to lay straight, just bend your knees up. Couple of nice deep breaths in and out. Good. Bring your arms down, sort of out to the side a little bit, palms up, but the backs of your hands touching the floor. Step your feet in, but I want them to be like shoulder width apart. So a little bit wider. Yeah. And then just kind of looking up, I just want you to start to rock your knees from side to side like windshield wipers. Okay? You don't have to drop them all the way down, but just to kind of loosen up the hips and the low back. And if you want to kind of turn your head opposite your legs while you're doing this, you can. You don't have to. Just try to keep your head and your shoulder blades on the floor. And then bringing the knees back up to center. Go ahead and take your right knee and just kind of hug it in. Can you grab that right leg? Yeah, you can grab behind it. You can straighten the other leg or just keep it bent. So and then you can kind of rock a little bit if that feels good. So you're kind of getting a stretch through the back of the hip. And you might even kind of, to grab your leg, grab it behind your knee, like on your thigh. Yeah, there you go. Good, just kind of stretch her out a little bit, go move from side to side. Just go with what feels good. So I don't want it to hurt, it should feel good. And then switch. So right leg straight, left leg pulls in, grab behind the leg so you're on kind of the left thigh area. Yep, and just kind of rock it a little bit, side to side. You might feel a little stretch into your glute or your outer hip. Maybe a little low back release. Good, and then when you're ready, I want you to roll over onto either side, taking your time. And then we're gonna come up and we're gonna move into hands and knees. So I want you to really take your time. So when you come over to the side, just take a pause there because we don't need to move fast. It's not a race. And then when we come to hands and knees, we're gonna go back to cat and cow. So I want you to start with just shifting your weight. So kind of shift your weight, hands back towards your heels, just like this. If that feels good, you can keep doing that. Otherwise, you can also switch to cat and cow pose. So that's going to be coming from that tabletop, hands and knees position. Dropping your belly down, looking forward, pressing away, chin to the chest, tummy in, and just kind of alternating. So nice stretches through the spine again, a couple of times. Again, this is listening to your body, so do what feels good for you. Good, and then come back to that hands and knees position. So you're in that kind of tabletop position. I want you to walk your hands to the left. So you're gonna take some steps with your hands to the left. Okay, so you're kind of making a big letter C with your body. Yep, perfect. So you should feel a stretch kind of along the side of your trunk. So this is what it looks like from the front. Okay? And then you're going to bring your hands back to the center, back to that hands and knees position. Now you're going to walk them to the right. Yep, so you should feel it kind of along the back side of your back, okay? So especially if you're used to having a little bit of back pain, this should be a good stretch for that muscle that's usually the culprit. Good. Keep breathing. And then slowly come back to center. Walk your hands back so you're up on your knees in kneeling. And you can take your knees out a little bit wider if you need to. Nice deep breath in. Raise your arms all the way up. Good, tummy in. Exhale, release your arms down. Good, one more time. Nice big posture. Raise your arms all the way up. Exhale, release your arms down. Go ahead and put your hands together. Give yourselves a round of applause. And then when you can, make your way up to